How dare you to come to my new video? Bengong intro. Okay, today we're gonna continue. Yesterday is the trust. Today we're gonna continue with I don't know. I would guess it's probably Yuri. Yuri story. Oh my god, look at the pictures. I like this one. We have finished trust yesterday. Today let's go through understanding. Begin the side story. Yes. The meeting cloud is suddenly interrupted by the sound of door causing Monica and Siri to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Siri's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She's very conspicuously mouse to Monica. It's the girl. It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is the none other than the girl that Sayuri had come across reading alone in the classroom. That thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sari continues to feel containing her excitement. It's happening. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry, it's a little empty. I'm Monica, and this is Sayori, and we run the literature club, even though it's just us so far. But what's her name, by the way? I like to join your club. Already? Wait, really? Are you serious? I mean, I should be good enough. Everyone is welcome, and you don't have to be good enough. Oh, do you want to have a seat? We love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So, what's your name? Yuri? I'm Sayori, and this is Monica. Sayori, I already. Nice to meet you. Um, do you like fantasy? Oh my god, that was so. If I said that, I will usually say something like this. Like, before the Sunday, I just realized, oh, that was a bad idea. 1 second after I said, like books? Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yes, yes. Have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? I can't say I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her fifth book and it's just Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. Oh my god, that was so cute. You can borrow my books. I don't mind. I wouldn't mind. I really in for an incredible experience. Um, Monica stammers got completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sari, silently asking for help. I love to. It sounds like you're really into them. They must be great. I am so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all of my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sherry nervously says that nothing to herself, nothing to herself that the considerable uh, heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. True. Okay, I'll go get the first one. And then Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayuri silently exchanging glances. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I I have no experience with fantasy except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid, but that's probably like a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'd be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if that this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could just take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus spending time with her. Yay, that's exactly what I want to do. Besides, Siri lowers her voice. I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get. She taps her finger against the chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, which, combined with her short time gone, indicates she may have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way back to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just as equal size to the one not already on Yuri's desk. Well, there's probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There's something that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. um, Siri nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, no, I think like if we gonna be reading together, then I would like that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Siri while Yuri isn't looking. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down, then looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decided to you want to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisement. I only found out because Yuri glances over at Monica. Monica? Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly Yuri's face darkened and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous that and I couldn't look up. She just walked away. Walk out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was. But I decided that was probably irrational. Wait, no, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just like walk out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interpret things as the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too, such as being too many people. Not that I mind that much, but I have really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's amazing that it's just the two of you. I definitely came at the right time. Oh, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working the courage to come. Oh, look. Hi, look. Hi, looker. Hi, looker. Yuri smiles to herself. I never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same thing I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. What kinds of other things are you into? Like genres? I don't know, just anything, even it's not literature. Oh, just the just things you would think are dumb. Sari poses a look of concern on her face. How about I'll tell you something I'm into, and then tell me about something you're into. I suppose that would be okay. Okay. I'm pretty into like crafty things, like making cute little collages or decorating things like cards or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends, but then I put off till the last minute. So yeah, that's something kind of silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much. It's just that you'll be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So I have to share something that I'm into now, right? Sorry, not. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck with me now. Here with me now. I'm not. Oh yeah. Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club. There. Now you stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry. Interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off. I like going out into the woods or to the park, just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. It's peaceful, just nice kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. When do you like to that? It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do if you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three of them continue the conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looked like we should be wrapping up for today. So, are you two gonna starting on the book, the next meeting, club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Sari beams, Yuri collects her things. Once back, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the club room. Sayori, you are a lifesaver. I didn't do anything, I just talked. Still, besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy toward other people like that. She was really excited to be included. It made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting a new book with next meeting? I'm kinda scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of the new club member, it seemed like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayuri in the club room. It's club time again. Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Yuri suddenly nods, unable to make eye contact. Um, I'm sorry about yesterday. Hmm? Sayuri tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about. Well, I mean, the way I got overly excited to share about my books and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so. You didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how you excited you were. Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Huh? Why? Because I know that you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I already said it. I'll join the club, so you don't have to try my hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't have even we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have just been working on recruitment stuff mostly. So it just sounded like something fun that we could do together, reading your books. Like as a club activity. That would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Um, Sherry pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book, the book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sherry reads the cover of the book. The Dust Bell, Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. It's Dust Bell by Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now. Alright, I should probably get some peppers. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Wait, how come you need paper? Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just for taking notes. Notes? I mean, yeah, yeah, yes, that's an effective strategy. I'm sure it will be especially useful, good, especially helpful for someone new to the game. Series joke flew completely over Yuri's head, but thinking about that, she decides it's probably for the best that I eat it. Well, I'm not used to have company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible. I'll trust you. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri, Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with. Certainly, I'm all for anything improving real people, involving real people. That should be evident enough from the 2 days I've spent here so far. So, in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart, especially you. No, Sei rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay. After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayuri through the basics of the world her story takes place in. The more of it she details the races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayuri seems to have. But despite Sayuri's expectation, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one of the Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The thing I write are like putting down feelings that come into my head. But this is like there must be so much planning and hard work. You're into poetry. I think there's an appendix that includes some kingdom's writing work, like poetry and folk song. No way! Yuri giggles, filling Sayuri's heart with happiness when she realizes it's the first time she hears Yuri's laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. See. Siri jots Yuri's passion into her notes. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. I kinda glad you're patient because I need that sometimes. A lot of time. Siri flips through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Siri picks up again. What does vindicated mean? Well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent. Oh, it's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Siri turns the page. Are these footnotes? A lot of dialogues has cultural reference that require explanation to be understood. Mm. The two continues reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows intense that she strives to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, the expression had been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now or the present? Well, right here. They're talking about the past. This paragraph are describing a flashback that Barnes is having. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. She rubs her temples. The two of them continue with Sayuri asking few questions. She began to understand and the value of in the notes as she finds reading referring to them somewhat often and even adding to them. But her reduction in question comes not after getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. At last, as Sari reaches the end of the chapter, I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sari takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So what are your thoughts up at this point? Um, Sari tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? Hmm? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into you got. It makes me want to keep going and to keep doing my best. So I can see the way you do. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses and then shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow. But I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore. That's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. You were making me. Siri is left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should just told her that I enjoy it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sari stares blankly at her desk spread with notes. The books sit next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. This is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough? I'm probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would be having so much fun. I need to do better for her. Okay, that will be the end of the first story. Oh, this is a surprise. I just realized something. On the same day of every month, wait, every single. Oh, this isn't old. This is December, but this is the 9th December, 8th December. Okay, who's responsible for creating Twitter account for Monica? I think it's hilarious, but the God's sake, don't tell Paula. You will get 404 in a microsecond. Are you just relaying her tweets manually, or do you code some kind of pass-through layer to automate it? Based on the content and of the tweet, e.g., not screaming for help? Assume they're coming from the control simulation. Ooh. Oh, the understanding part 2. Let's go. Yes. For the first time, Sari is the first to enter the club room. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at a desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy, but my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Sari continues to wrestle with herself depreciating in thoughts. Every tiny noise caused her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Minute passes and nobody enters the classroom. Not Yuri or Monica. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's going to leave such a bad impression on the new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monica rounds the corner, approaching the club room. As she does, Yuri? Ah! Yuri jumps at the sound of Monica's voice. She's sitting outside the club room against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Monica, oh gosh, I'm sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the club room is open. It's not. Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the club room window, then looks away. Actually, I was wondering if you could help me today instead. Huh? Me? With club publicity stuff? Yes. Monica is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden when she eager to spend time with Sari before? Did they not get along after all? Monica looks into the club room herself to see Sari sitting alone inside. Okay, it's kind of simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monica is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic she realized that she could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make some copies of a new flyer and then go around the billboards and replace the old one with the new ones. Yuri nods, just to set off to walk aside. Without Sayuri, Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up a conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. Neither of them follow up with anything anymore. Monica tenses up and stinted conversation. How the heck does Sayuri do? Ah, sorry, I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Mm-hmm. Sayuri told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel like more like the teacher club now. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of book you're into. But it's kind of stupid of me because I'm just intimidated by the things I'm not good at. And silly for me to assume that everyone who comes into the club will just have the same interest as me. But it's so cool that you will be able to get Sayuri into it. It's like the club is working, and I'm really happy about that. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it. And I'm stupid for forcing it onto her. Yuri falls silent again, as if she started her thought but can't figure out how to continue. Did something happen? Yuri sighed. No, it's just me. I just. Yuri pauses. Hmm? I'm thinking. A moment passes in silence, then Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly. I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that, then you can tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not the issue of the club, it's just an issue with me. So I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it. Ah, Monica pauses and thinks, well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as a president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're going to have all kind of people joining this club, hopefully anyway, and learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with. That that everyone can be happy with, not just only some people. Of course, I need to be looking for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would this be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach and pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay, Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people. How is it easy for is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make a conversation about any arbitrary topic? I can talk for hours about the thing I'm into, but for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels ignored or something. To confront, I rather feel ignored or made fun of or taken pity on. I'm sorry, I just black out of that. And Seri falls into that third category. See what? Hold on. You're saying Seri is taking pity on you? Yuri nods. I just want to treat it like a normal person. If you don't like me or don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Seri is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with anything I push onto her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's shout will cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stop short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over the original task. Monica looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down, with her fist clenched. I think I think you should tell her that. I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Sari is different. Making people happy is the most important thing for to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So if you're able to explain to her that makes you happy and she do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person trying to cater the other person's weird needs? I'm sorry, I'm making myself sound so. No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monica hesitates to finish her thought out loud. It's something that Sherry would be able to say better. Sherry is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Sherry to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exacerbating the matter. Neither of them is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Siri wants to be your friend, I'll promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Siri, she has her own needs too, but good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just have to have a good communication and talk about it. I don't have a good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind of person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of this cycle I'm creating myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature I am of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand now that I just need to communicate with her. You're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone. Yeah. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. This is this kind of critical thinking is something I'm really bad at, you know, but about people. So thank you. Anytime, anytime. For just a moment, Yuri find it in herself to meet Monica's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. Yuri and Monica finished placing the old flyers with the new one. More accurately, Monica mostly did the work while Yuri followed along. But as the club room once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I will never. Yuri starts toward the door, but then turns to face Monica. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I can take a walk. Want me to get you a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own talk though. I like to make my own though. So please don't worry about it. Although I suppose that's one downside reading here in the club rather than at home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this. Hmm. Now that you mention, I bet that we could get a permission to keep stuff for the tea in the club room. You can use it like an electric kettle to heat up the water, right? Would that really be possible? I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monica waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs down the hallway as Yuri's fat smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about the tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her. But it must be done. Taking one more step, taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the clubroom door. Yuri? Wait, hold on. I'm not done yet. Siri shuffles the bunch of papers around. Uh, um, Yuri stammers as her words suddenly caught in her throat. At the moment, she realizes how Siri has been spending her afternoon. I I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first, but I got most of the way through it. And look, Siri holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page notes beautifully produced with indentation, categories, and even color coding. As she sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. I was afraid that you were getting disappointed in me, so I really trying really hard. Stop. Miri presses her face against her forehead. Face like this. Please stop. I can't take this. Yuri? Sari's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Sari looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand. So if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No, no, it's me. I keep putting myself in this situation where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay, please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friend to be happy. So I thought if we did something together that you really like, I don't want your pity. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her nails. Her voice quakes. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and losing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it was supposed to go. Why is it so hard just to articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusation as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Sayuri or the rest of the world. She should leave, just escape from here before Monica sees her like this, and before Sayuri tells Monica what she did. But before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around her from behind. It's okay, Sari whispers in a soothing voice. It's okay, it's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sari's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand. I understand that the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you are you're feeling right now. I promise, I understand. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you are ready, just tell me your feelings, and we'll talk about them together, okay? Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thought, then speaks while steadying her voice. I think I that I gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like everyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people. So it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sayuri doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that it was finally my chance to make friends through my interests, because my interests are the only thing I know how to talk about. It's all I have going for me. But then whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of for each other for of other people, it feels like I'm making fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person, but how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Yuri finishes her thought, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Seri, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little bit better. You were so great at helping me while we were reading, so it helped you with the things that you need to. But I feel like it would just be frustrating for you with how much patience I require sometimes. That sounds kinda familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid that you would get frustrated with me, but I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know, but my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah, irrational fears. Well, there's no way you could frustrate me because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said that you have hard time believing that, but I promise it's true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you really considerate in your own way. You know, worrying so much about people's feelings. We all kind of weird. It's a literature club. It's a teacher club. But it's the best part that we're all different and have different interests. Like about the book, I'm reading it because I want to. I promise. That's what I want. I really want. It's a bit struggle, but try not to make mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we could never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I could gladly say that I tried and learned more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart, and that to I want that to rub off on me. Yuri fights back like a smile at the comment. Already the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to evaporate through the cares of Sary's arm. Your hair, your hair is pretty. Your hair is pretty, so pretty. I always wanted a long hair, but I was so awful at taking care of it, so I cut all of it off, or it all off. Mm. Yuri's tension exhales. For once, she feels okay just listening rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sari, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the literature club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience. Well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. That's what I wanted to hear. But we can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended. Of course. I'm not gonna judge anything this early on, though. So we'll just see what happens. Oh, and um, um, it's not good to touch people without their consent first. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying, I'm back. Monica's back. I haven't seen you like at all recently. Sari trots over to Monica. Ah, she whispers loudly. Can I hug you? Sure, Sari. Sari wraps her arms around Monica. Oh yeah, Yuri, it might be good to know. Sari can be kind of a hug monster. Ah, hey, don't call me a monster. Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Yuri laughs. Monica purposely looks between the two of them and then smiles. Well, I'm glad that you've been enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity as the literature club. Ah, about that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think you would be inconsiderate for me not to return the favor to you and learn about the things that you like. Yes. Do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. Oh my god, that was so good. Really. Sponsored by Pepsi and Blackpink. Let's see the pictures. Oh, oh, that's good. That's so good. Silly, awesome, yawny, optimistic, really fun. I can't think of anyone. I want breakfast. Oh my god, that's cool. No poems. I see. Oh, okay, guys. That would be the end of understanding. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Data collected is 72%. Okay, guys. This will be the This is will be the end of the part 12. Um, no, 10, 11. This is will be the part 13. Wow, I can't believe it's part 13 already. Uh, thank you, everyone, for staying tuned with me. I I appreciate all of you that been watching this series. This is the understanding. Tomorrow we'll be continuing with respect. Oh, tomorrow we'll be meeting Nasuki. Okay, respect. Okay, this is the end of understanding. I hope you guys enjoy my content. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.